Yes, guys, welcome back to another match preview. This time, it's the 17-game unbeaten Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. That's the next test for Liverpool. Smash the like button, get your comments in, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. So much good stuff coming up. We've got instant match reaction straight after the game, the podcast on Monday, and then, of course, Galatasaray preview. The game itself, we're going to be at Box Park for that one, and then next Saturday, it's Chelsea, right, away from home. So it's a good time to join us here. Let's just do a bit of a news update before we actually get into the lineup prediction, score prediction. It's been confirmed that Giovanni Leone has suffered an ACL. His season is now over, barely after it began. It's genuinely one of the... I know Liverpool, touch wood, we've been quite lucky with injuries in the last year or so. But for me, this was a real hard one to take, just because of how young he is, and he obviously caught the eye of his first appearance for Liverpool on Tuesday. I was very impressed with him. But I mean, look, the typical recovery timeline is 9 to 12 months. The season has probably got 8 months left, so I can't see him playing again for us. I mean, try and look for the positives. He's 18. He's going to recover quicker than someone who's 30, 31. He's around top pros that have had this injury. Virgil van Dijk as one of them, so he's got the best shoulders to cry on in that sense. But it was nasty. I'm looking at a picture of him on the floor there now, and as soon as he started grabbing up Conor Bradley's leg, you could tell that it was really bad. And he's only 18, the boy, so it leaves us a little bit short at the back. And obviously the team that Mark Gahey plays for, the player that we'd like to buy in January for the second time, they will resurface now. All of those rumours and headlines. We want him in January now, I assume. All the fans would say so. We left ourselves short at the back anyway, so it's not even a replacement. It was what we needed anyway. So, again, Mark Gahey, we've just got Palace in the Cup as well, by the way, at home. 27th of October. So, again, that is... I think by the time we finish the season, we'll have played Palace 4 times in this season, and we've already lost them once on penalties. So, he's out for a long time, and obviously, all of our thoughts are with him at this difficult time, man. This one popped up, right? Obviously, as we know, Hugo Ekitike isn't going to be in the squad for this game. Was sent off after scoring the winner on Tuesday night. Silly. But I've calmed down a little bit about it. He's young. He's going to make mistakes. We've all made mistakes at 21, 22. And he will never do that again. That is a lesson learned, not really a loss. It's more of a lesson learned for him. But the Daily Mail are reporting that the striker is now likely to be docked 2 weeks' wages. Now, obviously, Arne Slot wasn't impressed. He said the first yellow itself was needless, and he said the second one was, silly. And Chiesa chipped in. He said it was very naive. Robbo had a word to say on it. We all agree it was absolutely brainless, really, at the time to do something like that on a yellow card. But 2 weeks' wages. I'm trying to work out. I mean, one thing we have learnt from this, and we've learnt since Arne Slot joined, don't mess with Arne Slot, by the way. He will drag you off. He will embarrass you. If you're on a yellow and you're doing silly things like Kirkes, off you come. Giving it away a few times in the first half, Quansah, off you come. What he said about Trent, he doesn't really work that hard in training. He will. Don't mess, just because he's, smiley and he's a nice guy and he says the right things. If you're a player and you mess around, he will say it how it is. He's called it stupid. He's called it needless. But 2 weeks' wages. I almost think back to the 90s where, these players would be caught drinking and, they're out all night. They're in the paper the next day, 2 weeks' wages. I do like that kind of discipline. If you F around, you're going to find out because it's coming out of your pay packet. I kind of do like the old school way of if you've embarrassed the club or you've done something that's made the headlines, we'll just take a load of money off you. And that's where it hurts footballers because they earn so much money. I mean, 2 weeks, maybe 1 week, I don't know, maybe cleaning everyone's boots. I don't know. What do you think is the correct punishment? Or is this punishment alone, the fact that he's going to miss the Palace game? But I think Arne Slot wants to take it one step further. It's if the Daily Mail are saying that it's a 2 week wages thing, then boy, it's pretty harsh. But I also like it because it shows that you can't mess around with Arne Slot. So again, let me know what you think in the comments. Should he be punished at all? Should he get a week's wages? Should it be 2 weeks? Should it be cleaning boots? Should it be taking the bins out? I don't know. Something that your mum used to make you do and you're naughty. I don't know. Take the bins out, wash the dinner plates. I don't know. Get him in the canteen. I'm not sure, man, but let me know because I'd be interested to see how you react to that one. The actual game itself, Liverpool obviously have a decent record, a very decent record at Selhurst Park. When you look at the games over the years, I mean, the last one that really hurt us was probably the Crystal. They actually beat us at Anfield more than we beat them there, which is pretty insane, really, when you think about, how a decent record they've actually got against Liverpool. They have been a little bogey team for us in the past, for sure. We lost two games in the last kind of 2 years. One in the Community Shield, obviously. We lost at Anfield last year. We drew with them this year, or last season. But I'll be honest, there was a period where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 wins in a row at one point in this fixture from 2017 to 2022. But in recent times, in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we've only beaten Palace twice. So that's no good. That needs to change as soon as possible. And it was only 5 years ago when we were beating them 7-0 away. Do you remember that one in COVID? So it's going to be such a difficult game. Like I said, 17 games unbeaten. Somebody's always got to go here. I don't think this one ends a draw. I think 18 wins. Yes, no Ekitike. So let's do the lineup prediction. It will be Alisson in goal. It will be. Will it be Frimpong? I reckon it will be Conor Bradley at right back. Virgil, Ibu, Kirkes or Robbo? I'd actually say Kirkes because Robbo played on Tuesday night the full game pretty much. Kirkes came on last 10 minutes. So there's your defence. Midfield, Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai. Is it a McAllister or is it a Wirtz? This is actually the first kind of lineup prediction that I've done this season where there's a lot of 50-50 calls all over the pitch. I mean, I don't even know myself. Szoboszlai or Wirtz for this one? I'll go Szoboszlai to start with. I mean, Gakpo's a little bit out of form. You could even put Wirtz on the left and then Isak. First Premier League start for Liverpool. And then Mo Salah. Cases off the bench. Jadon Danns is definitely going to come off the bench in this game. Again, Ekitike, that's the first thing. I'm pretty sure I was the first person in the Kop that realised as he peeled away celebrating, starts taking his top off. I just remembered the yellow card just before. And I said to my mate, Tom, he's getting sent off, watch. And then the ref comes over and sends him off. So he's not in the squad. So again, more space in the Champions League squad for Chiesa. He's back in that. How do you feel? It's only right, really. But I'm buzzing for him because it's another attacking option to have in the Premier League. Champions League. So yeah, I'll go Wirtz on the left. I'll go Isak, Salah. But I do think he'll start Gakpo. Gakpo does play well against Palace. He's just more of a physical presence, 6'4". So I'll go Alisson, Conor Bradley, Virgil Ibu, Kirkes, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Gakpo, Isak, Salah. Let me know if you agree with that one in the chat. But these are no mugs, right? They're absolutely on fire, really. I know there's been a lot of draws in there, but they are playing extremely well right now, so you have to big them up. They've obviously beaten us. And I've got a soft spot for Crystal Palace. I think they're a wicked club. Apart from the idiots that ruined the minute of silence when we played them. And we've spoken about that already. But yeah, unbelievable atmosphere that they can drum up there. So 3 o'clock kickoff. Nice time to have a 3 o'clock kickoff. I'm flirting with the idea of doing a watch long for this one. I'll let you know if it's possible. But if I do, then please, watch that on Saturday at 2:30. I mean, a couple of stats before the game. Palace have won just one of their last 16 Premier League meetings with Liverpool, and that was that Eze goal. I think it was Eze in 2024 at Anfield. Stopped us getting in the Champions League. No. Yeah, I think it did. No, I think that was the other season. Yeah, this match will see the Premier League's only 2 unbeaten sides for the first time this season facing off each other. Palace were unbeaten in their opening 5 matches of a top flight. First time since 1991 or 1990, 1991. They opened 10 up and they actually finished 3rd that season. So I'm not saying that's going to happen again, but Oliver Glasner, the job that he's done, I actually respect him in a way for putting his foot down and saying, I'm not selling Gahey. Sell Gahey, I'll walk. That was the alleged threat. But I do respect the fact that he stood on business. He's had to build the squad again, find new key players. I think Jeremy Pino is a good player. Obviously, we saw Munoz at right back. We saw Wharton in midfield, who's brilliant. Mateta sort of seems to always score against us. Gahey, they've got very good players in that squad. So we can't underestimate them. We won't. It's our biggest test this season. It's the biggest statement. If we go and win this against a really informed Crystal Palace team, it's a massive statement. Also, shout out to Rio, just signed his first ever professional contract at Liverpool. We love to see it. Hold that Matisse once more for allowing us to take him, even though he didn't allow us, we just took him. Yeah, brilliant news for him. He's obviously going to quadruple, if not 10 times, 20 times his wages. So great news for him. And at such a young age, getting the experience that he's getting now, there's only one way, and that is up. So big up to Rio Ngumoa for his new deal. Score prediction time. Oh, God. I mean, the only time we've won by more than one goal this season was Bournemouth at home, first day. And those 2 goals were 88 and 94 minutes. So, oh, man, is it too much to the type of performance I would like from us tomorrow? Do you remember when we went to Bournemouth last season? Like March time, I think it was, start of March. And it was like, if Liverpool win this game, they've won the league. I knew that already. But that's what they were saying at the time. Mo Salah scored 2 brilliant goals as well. And I remember that performance going into it thinking, this is such an important game. We have to do well in this. I think even though we're only 6 games in, this is that game already this season. So I would love a 2-0 win. Give it to me, please, Liverpool. Pause. But I need that. I need a 2-0 comfortable win. I don't want to see a goal conceded. It's the best team we could possibly have, really, in terms of the 1 to 11 that's available. Isak, I would love you to score a couple, mate. I'd love Mo to get one. Gakpo needs a goal. Wirtz, he needs a goal. In terms of subs, we'll bring on Chiesa. We'll bring on Rio. We might bring on Endo. I mean, his performance the other night was shocking. I love Endo more than anyone. You know that. But yeah, he needed to have his blinkers on there, or his rear view mirrors he needed, because I'm sorry, that was a poor performance. So we might need him if the game kicks on. Robbo, you'll probably see Frimpong. So there's options there off the bench. Apart from Ekitike and Leone, it's pretty much a full squad. And obviously Curtis Jones is there as well. He'll come on. So there's loads of options. So I'll go with 2-0, but if it came to it and it was another last-minute winner, 2-1, I'd take that as well. But anyway, that's your news update. Loads of bits and bobs going on in the Liverpool world, as always. The 2 weeks' wages, fine. Do you think that's an acceptable punishment? Big up to Leone and his recovery. Big up to Rio with his new contract. We've also heard some stuff today about FSG maybe looking to acquire Getafe. They believe that their due diligence has been done. It's been completed on the club. I guess the next step now is to actually purchase it as part of this multi-club model, which we've seen with Chelsea, Strasbourg, which we've seen with City, New York FC, and Girona, and the Australian teams that they have as well. So I guess, do I like it? I guess I'm indifferent about it. It hasn't happened. I don't know necessarily what the plan is. I guess feeder club, we've seen that in the past, can do business with. I mean, I'm not a businessman to that level that John Henry is and the FSG team are. So I don't know how I feel about it. I guess it's the done thing with the top clubs, but, is it necessary? How does it benefit a Liverpool fan's perspective? Is it a good thing for Liverpool FC? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the chat. FSG interested in buying Getafe. But anyway, smash the like button, get your comments in, lineup prediction, score prediction, thoughts on all the news that I've gone through today. And, of course, you'll see me maybe on Friday after the press conference, but definitely on Saturday after the game. Take care.